Hello and welcome to another Doctor's Assistant 1 video, and today I'm taking a look at the Ninth Doctor issue 7 of the Titan comic ongoing Ninth Doctor comic book series. I adore this cover with the Ninth Doctor just like walking on this water that seems to be tinted by this orange sky, and then he's got this reflection of this demonic, almost demonic like looking version of him under this water, which just looks so eerie. And it's a very simplistic cover but very effective. You got some buildings in the background and in the corners of the page, like at the top corners and at the bottom there. You've also got the Doctor Who TARDIS logo like thing there, the barcode 7 for 07 for its issue, Titan Comics and that, and then you got the Doctor Who logo there, ongoing adventures with the Ninth Doctor, you got the Ninth Doctor there and that, and you've got a picture of him there, or like an illustration of him there. You've also got an advertisement for the Third Doctor issue 3, Torchwood issue 2 on the some sort of game, I think. Oh no, it's not a game actually, I think it's a novel thing, I think. Some more advertisements for subscriptions. What's out by Titan Comics this month. The variant covers that you could get, Doctor Who merch, the next issue and its covers and that. And then on the back it's got Official Secrets Part 2 of 3, who it's written by, the colorist, letterist, artist and so on. So what did I think of this issue? I liked it. I mean, it's been a long time since I've read issue 6, but I just read the previously thing to catch up, and it was pretty decent. I mean, the best way I can describe this story, without spoiling it, for me, it's a combination, or an amalgamation of both the best bits of the Series 1 Russell T Davies era, with some of the best bits of the Tom Baker unit stories, which are very few, I know, as Tom Baker hated the idea of being the Doctor and not being able to go into space and that, and being, sort of commanded around by this guy who, in this, oh man, that shot, or that panel, just spoiler alert, but looks gorgeous, by the way. Sorry for the shake of the camera, but it looks gorgeous. I love panels like this. I mean, I'd have never thought we'd have got something like this. The Brigadier and Captain Jack in the same space. Like, amazing. And then you've got bits underwater. You got bits where the Doctor's shooting a cannon type thing. You just got amazing, like, I love a lot of the panels. The art is beautiful in this, I think. I've already gone through this, but it's just sensational artwork, Harry's pretty much characterised well. The Brigadier's decent. I mean, he doesn't do much in the story, but he's decent, like his characterisation. And that, I'm just very confused about the bad guys, if I can even find the page with the bad guys in. Like, these people, like, they keep chopping and changing, like, what was this thing with this kid's dad and that, like, it's very confusing in that respect, but maybe they'll clear it up in the next issue, as that's the last part to this story. The cliffhanger's pretty decent, because it didn't actually feel like a proper sort of Doctor Who-y cliffhanger, it just felt natural and pretty good. I mean, again, it's the best bits of the RTD era mixed with, oh, not the RTD era, but the best bits of the first series mixed with some of the best bits of the sort of third slash, or the unit type stories mixed with some of the Ninth Doctor era stuff, and you just get this really cohesive, nice sort of melding of the two, because you've got the Ninth Doctor saying stuff like, that people are stupid apes, but the Brigadier sort of being like, what? Like, not used to that, because, I'm assuming this is kind of like the first time they've encountered each other, or at least this incarnation and the Brigadier in this time. And then you've even got this sort of very fat, horrible, like, disgusting man who's like this minister of the guy from the Ministry who, let's be honest, like, you know, they took the mickey in the last issue, I think, from what I remember, of like the Brigadier being at what was it, being away somewhere, I can't remember where, like, you know, like they'd always say he's away in Geneva, that's it, I think, or whatever, and it's almost like a trope. It's like a, you know, and they made a bit of poked a bit of fun at that, you know. And here they're doing the same sort of thing with a sort of pompous, overgrown oaf of a character who's from the Ministry. Yes, I'm from the Ministry of Defence, and you know, and that. And spoiler alert, this is the cliffhanger, but Harry Sullivan just punches this guy in the face. It's hilarious. I thought it was funny as. Because, you know, it's just, I don't know why, but I'd have thought if anyone, the Ninth Doctor would have punched someone like this in the face. You know, he's always saying, you know, you stupid apes, you know, with your guns and that, you know. And that, there's a bit where he even says something like that, you know. And, but the thing is, here, it's like, the Doctors all talk, really, and it's just like, you know, it really is like, you know, the, you know, it's the humans that take the action, you know, no matter how, you know, sort of, verbally aggressive the Doctor is. I don't think he'd ever, like, actually hit someone purposefully. I guess Jon Pertwee would in defence, kind of, or to get somewhere. He would attack someone, yeah, but not to the point where it really, really, like, severely, like, hurt them and cripple them, like, you know. And that, but yeah, because there's a bit here about the gun and the weapon and that, which is nicely drawn, but yeah, and that, and this thing about the Doctor being like, you know, you stupid apes, and, you know, your guns and your weapons and that, which I thought was nice, because, you know, again, the Ninth Doctor would be, understandably, very anti-weaponry, now that we know that obviously his previous incarnation was the War Doctor who fought in the Great Last Time War. When actually we all thought it was Chris Eccleston's Doctor who fought in it. And I guess if Stephen Moffat had got Chris Eccleston to do the role of the war, reprise his role, sorry, for the Ninth Doctor, in the 50th, I guess the War Doctor would never have existed, I guess, and it would have been the Ninth Doctor who fought in the war. Guess that'd make things a bit different, I guess. I mean, he is still rather, I don't know, I can't see him fighting in the war now. Like, back when I was younger, I could see him fighting in the Time War, but now that obviously I know John Hurt's like the War Doctor. Anyway, I'm going off topic. So what did I think of this? I absolutely enjoyed it, you know, it's fun. I think that my major gripe with it is that, again, the bad guys, like, I don't really get what their motive is, who they are, what's happening with them, and this kid's dad. Like, that was all very confusing. What I did enjoy, on the other hand, was all these cool drawings of these massive beasts. The Doctor being the Doctor, Captain Jack, you know. Rose was really barely in it and did not. The Ministry guy, he was kind of hilarious. You know, I think the characterization of Harry the Brigadier, Captain Jack, and the Doctor was good. Characterization of the bad guys, that bad guy woman, that bad guy who's in that, like, chair thing, and Rose and the, like, I guess, kid and his mum, like, that character, I have no idea who he is, why the dad's there, why she's there, and what's up with that other bad guy leader. Like, I don't get that. So there are still areas to improve on, but it's not terrible by any means. So, would I recommend it for anyone who's a fan of the Ninth Doctor? Well, of course I would, because you'd be mad not to, because it was utterly, the series of comic books by the Ninth Doctor are fantastic. Thanks for watching, comment, rate, and subscribe.